the newest Apple Watch versus the newest Samsung smartwatch. Now right here I have the Apple Watch 8 and right there I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, and it doesn't get better than with these two. You get all of the smartwatch features like customizable watch faces, on-wrist calls with or without your smartphone, more than enough sport modes and offline music, and that's not even it. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right to it. And oh, by the way, if you like that video, make sure to leave a like later on and subscribe to my channel for more daily reviews. Alright, you buy smartwatches for a reason, and those are mainly the smart functions that come along with it. And just like I said, you can answer or decline incoming calls, and afterwards you can talk to your friends right on your watch. Now depending on if you have the Apple Cellular version or the Samsung LTE version, you can even talk to your friends and don't even need your smartphone anymore. Now, another thing that you can do since you have a built-in mic and a speaker is to use the voice assistant. Apple of course has Siri and Samsung has the Google Voice Assistant, and they basically work the same. You can either push the side buttons for a few seconds to get to them, or you can just say hi Google or hi Siri, and then you can ask them for the weather, who's the president, start workouts, or even calls. It's pretty simple to use them. Next up, the notifications. On both of them you can receive all of your notifications and messages that you would normally receive on your smartphone. Plus you can even reply to them as well. Either choose one from the many quick reply options, use some emojis, write your own text, and you can make use of the built-in mic and use the speak to dictate feature on the Apple Watch or send straight up voice messages on the Galaxy Watch 5. As I already mentioned, you get dozens of watch faces on these watches, plus they are all customizable, so you can actually take a picture with your camera or choose one from your gallery and use this one as a background. You can also change the displayed metric, like you can change the battery life to your heart rate or to your workouts, and then you can use those as a shortcut to the app, which makes it useful to have multiple on your watch face. Of course, you can also change the colors of the numbers, dial and complications, or even change the whole style. It's really up to you, and if you really look through your Apple Watch faces, there are a lot of cool things to discover, like animated Toy Story character. You can use your Memoji as a background or even portrait pictures. And over in the Samsung Galaxy Watch, you can take pictures and the AI will create a special watch face just for you with those colors in it. As a little gimme, you have the orientation features on both of these watches. So you can wear your watch on the left or on the right wrist, and the button changes as well. Now both these watches has also all of the standard stuff like a stopwatch, a timer, alarm, Google Maps, a compass, and a calendar. And the main differences are in the features. So on the Samsung Galaxy you have the Google Play Store, and on the Apple Watch you have the Apple Store. You get Memojis and the Noise app that measures how loud your surroundings are. And both watches have their own system to find your other devices that are linked to your Apple or Samsung account. So feature-wise, both watches fight on equal grounds, and that doesn't even change with the battery life. Now, with the always in display mode toggled on, max brightness settings, and a 20-minute GPS tour, you get a right around 1 day of battery life on both of these watches. Now, it always depends on how much you're using your watch and what you're doing, but that's something that you can expect on these two watches. Now spec-wise, these two watches are completely different. The Apple Watch 8 45mm has a 1.9-inch Retina OLED display. It is water resistant up to 5 ATM. It has two physical buttons, of which the upper one is rotatable, so you can zoom in and out of your app or scroll through your notifications and workouts. You get an aluminum case and straps that you can change in a second. The Galaxy Watch 5 also has different ways of navigating. So you can actually use the haptical bezel to scroll through your notifications and tiles. The 44mm version has a 1.4-inch OLED display, a sapphire glass front like we get with the Apple Watch, is water resistant up to 5 ATM and has straps with a quick release feature as well. And both of the physical buttons of the Galaxy Watch 5 are customizable. Now the big difference of these two watches is actually when you're using them. Now the Galaxy Watch 5 is lagging sometimes when you go to the next tile or if you open up an app, and I had no issues with the Apple Watch 8 regarding all of that stuff. The sport modes, activity tracking, and GPS accuracy are great, and we get a lot. So we got all of the sport modes covered, like running, strength training, water and winter sports, HIIT trainings, or triathlon. The main difference is the accuracy of the GPS and that we can actually customize your workout display on the Galaxy Watch 5, which you can't do on the Apple Watch. Right here you can set how many different metrics you want to have displayed during your workout and what metrics. So you can change your pace to speed or your distance to the time. And you can have like 3 to 7 metrics displayed. The accuracy of the GPS is on the Apple Watch a lot better. It doesn't matter whether you are surrounded by big buildings or if you are somewhere in the woods, this one will always be that accurate on your GPS routes, whereas the GPS lines on the Galaxy Watch 5 can get a little wobbly when you're in the city. They're perfectly fine if you go outside to the park or in an open space, but once you get into the city and you're surrounded by big buildings, you cannot expect to have the best GPS. Next up, let's talk about the health features. And the accuracy of the heart rate monitoring of both these watches is off the charts. Plus you get heart rate alerts when you're above or below a certain heart rate. You get SpO2 and stress trackers, sleep tracker that will give you your sleep duration, sleep stages, plus you get an ECG function on both these watches as well. The main difference is that the Galaxy Watch 5 also has a blood pressure measurement and you get the body composition. Now, the blood pressure is pretty much self-explaining, but the body composition will tell you your body fat, fat mass, BMI, BMR, and all of these things, which is great to learn more about your body. Alright, price-wise, that's where the big difference is. Now, the Apple Watch 8 45mm GPS, not the cellular version, will cost you a whopping 540 euros on the official page. And the Galaxy Watch 5 44mm Bluetooth version will cost you only 290. And that is a huge difference. And if you're paying attention, both watches basically have the same features. Now, just as a little comparison, you can have the 45mm cellular version and that will cost you 660 bucks. And the 44mm LTE version of the Galaxy Watch will only cost you 330, which is half of the price. So you better think twice before you buy your next smartphone and you really want to get one of these two smartwatches. And guys, there we have it. That's my full comparison of the Apple Watch 8 and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And by the way, I covered both of these watches already in separate videos, so just click right here to get to one of them. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.